All right. So you want to watch this game, right?
Yeah.
Which game is it on your history?
It's you can scroll a bit. It's like 4 days ago. It was a game for Vladimir versus Vex. It was a win.
4 days ago, right?
Yes, I think it's 4 days ago. It's like right here.
This one.
Yes.
Okay. Any particular reason why, or?
I think at first I think it was not a really good idea to watch this game because it was kinda a stomp, but I really have issues with the laning phase versus Vex, and I think I could have probably played this better because I think this is my biggest issue.
Yeah.
Like how I'm playing the lane.
Okay. Sure. So, all right. Before we go into watching it, I just want to talk a little bit about Vladimir and like runes and everything.
Yes. Sure.
Because every time I look at Vladimir's and their rune choices and stuff, there's always some stuff I don't agree with. Like, this is the way I see it, right? So, I think Vladimir, just like Cassiopeia, is very, very strong if they get to hit their target and they get to reach people, right?
Yes.
But they are gated by similar issues that they are quite short range and it's very telegraphed kind of how they want to fight, right? They're going to run at you and try to kill you. And if they're in side lane, they're kind of stuck in side lane, right? It's hard for them to rotate. Whereas other champs like Kassadin can quickly ult in and out, right? And get rotations. So, I don't think that, like, runes like Electrocute, for example, I think you should be very careful about going. It has to be to make sure you will actually do a difference in your lane, because I think when you don't have Predator on Vladimir, your champion is so much worse than if you have anything else. Now, so let's say I'm against a team comp like this. I don't need Predator here, even if, let's say, they have a ranged bot lane.
Yeah, because they will dive me.
Yeah, they will dive on your team anyways. There's going to be a fight. So here, I think if you need Electrocute or Phase Rush, I think that's completely fine. Like in this case, I'd go Phase Rush. But let's say instead of Echo, it's like Irelia, right? I'd say, I think, like, yeah, you can probably go like Electrocute or Aerie, stuff like that, to try to win your lane, because you don't need Predator. But I think in every single game where you do need Predator, you should go it, because it just makes your champion so much better and so much more playable. Like, let's say they have a ranged mid laner like Lux or Seraph or Orianna, these type of things. I think that you should just go Predator. I think the game is just so much harder to play with Phase Rush. So like, let's say this, let's look at some of your Phase Rush games, right? Let's see if any of these I disagree with you. So here I disagree. Like, you have Phase Rush here versus Fresh, which already makes them play with range and Lantern, right? Yes. Graves, Victor, and Tristana. Tristana is not going to jump into your team in team fights, right? So like here you have Phase Rush, I think your champ is so fucking useless. And so we look this one, here you're against melee, makes sense. Like I said, just because they have a ranged ADC, which they will have every game, does not mean you need Phase Rush. I mean, Predator. So you can go whatever the fuck you want here, depends on the matchup, so that's fine. But like we see let's check the Vex one, because you had Phase Rush. I didn't see everything they had, but let's just see. So it was this one, yeah. Yes. Yeah, like look, Jinx, Soraka, Vex. Right? Like, yeah. I don't understand why we have Phase Rush. Like, yes, versus Tryndamere, it's good. I agree. But that's it.
I also agree with your opinion on Predator on Vladimir, because I think this rune like just help Vladimir with his weakness and make you able to create plays that you couldn't do without Predator, because you can access to fights in mid.
Yes, and you can roam.
Yes, and
you can also get Dark Seal and Magi stacks.
You can also EQ someone in lane.
Yes,
with Predator, but
which is really disgusting.
I think also I also agree with you on that, but like every time in solo queue, I get Predator, and in mid game I feel like how to say it. I feel like I'm so useless, like in fights. I don't know. I feel like when I have Phase Rush, I can clutch so many fights in solo queue and just 1v9 the game, because I did like 1v2 or 1v3 because I had phase rush, because I clutched it. And
But how do you clutch it this game? Jinx, Soraka, Vex, these champs are not
Like,
going to put
this
you.
game,
It's
I
only
think
Tryndamere.
if I meet like Trinda and Kiana in side lane, I can 1v2 them with phase rush. And if I have Predator, I have way more difficult to do that.
So
to
for
play
2
them.
minutes of for potentially 2 minutes of the game, phase rush is better. Because laning phase is worse with phase
Yes,
rush.
laning phase is worse because you don't have
I
External
talked
lane.
to Elite.
Yes.
I talked to Elite actually. It's funny because I talked to him about this exact thing 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Because he was telling me that phase rush is better in lane because on Predator you need to start boots, and I told him how that's completely bullshit because you don't have to start boots.
I don't start boots on
Yes.
Predator every game.
Yes, you don't have to start boots, and he was like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, that's true. And then he agrees. Predator is so much better. Like, there's so many reasons. Like, one, you get taste of blood when you have Predator.
Yes,
So that-
this is a good rune.
Yes. So like that already makes your lane so much better. But you're with Predator, you're also going to be able to join fights and do laning phase better because of the boots proc on your first
Yes.
base and stuff like that. So there's so many things like, yeah, you're completely right. Phase rush versus Tryndamere, yes, of course, it's good. But like, you're only against Tryndamere maybe 1 or 2 minutes in the game. Like, you're mid lane, you're not versus him.
Yeah, I particularly don't have a Keystone versus Vex if
Yes.
I go phase rush in lane.
Yes. So you don't have a Keystone versus in lane, and in team fights, right, if you are on them, you win regardless of phase rush. The issue is getting
Yes.
on them. So you should have Predator. Like, yes, of course, phase rush is good versus Tryndamere, but it's not Tryndamere mid. You have a Gragas that can match him, so in the rare cases where you have to deal with him, which will probably happen at some point, worst case, yeah, maybe you have to be under your turret a little bit. But surely that is fine if it means now you get to roam, you get to engage versus their squishy champs. You guys have no engage. How do you think your teammates are going to set up a fight versus these range champs? Like, if your Kha'Zix isn't randomly 10 kills, I don't see how it happens now. You know?
Yeah.
So, like, of course you can clutch, but then why are you ever going phase rush then? I mean, ever going Predator then? Because you can always clutch, right? Like, look this game. Why do you have Electrocute? You can clutch versus Darius with phase rush.
Because I knew it was Kha'Zix mid, and I told myself he's maybe autofilled, and if I go Electrocute and just perma-kill him in lane, I will be 10-0 and just 1v9. But I just inted this game. I think I played really bad. I
Yes.
really inted. I solo lost this game.
But
Like, I really.
But like I said, like that's how I see the runes of Vladimir. It's like you can go shit like Airy or Electrocute, but then you have to make sure you don't regret not having Predator versus their team
Yeah.
comp. Because you're not gonna stomp lane because of it. It's gonna be a bit better, yes, but you're still Vladimir, right? You're not Victor with Scorch Airy and you're gonna like shit stomp lane. So it's like here you're against Tryndamere, you have Airy. I think you're completely griefing. You should 100% have phase rush this game. It's amazing versus Aatrox and Tryndamere.
Yeah.
And Tryndamere, like I play a fuck ton of Tryndamere mid, and I do not give a fuck that you have Airy.
I have this game I was trying because I have never played the matchup mid lane, and I thought maybe with Airy and Ignite it would be different than top lane, and I would maybe stomp him in lane because the lane is shorter than top.
Yeah, but there's no way you stomp
I
him.
was trying.
He has Q, Doran Shield, and second wind.
Yeah, I told myself I could maybe out damage this sustain. Maybe so that's why I was just trying this game.
But yeah, like I said, like games like this, I just don't see a single point having phase rush.
Yeah.
Like it's so bad.
Against Victor, I usually go Predator also because I think it's the best rule.
Yeah, I mean it is. I don't think you should go phase rush just because maybe you can clutch it at minute 22 in a side lane 1v2. Like
Yeah.
I think that's a bit like, yes, I understand you can, yes, it can happen, but you can also solo lose the game because you thought you could clutch and then you fail.
Yeah.
You
But
shouldn't
it's
rely on that.
It's just a feeling because I don't know. So many games I feel like phase rush is better when the fights are longer. I don't know how to.
Yeah, of course, but
explain.
it's not going to be longer versus range comps. It's going to be either they poke you down and ace you because you can't get them, or you get on top of them and you kill them anyways. Right? Like,
Yeah.
if you're inside of Jinx Soraka, they are dead. Right?
Yes.
So it doesn't matter if you have phase rush. Like, that's just my point about it. Like here, like you have phase rush, Victor, Jhin, Brand. Like, yeah, I get it. It's good versus Gwen, but that's it. right? You're not versus
Yeah.
Gwen
But
the entire game.
I also go phase rush in team comps when I feel like I'm gonna have to go in and go out of fights, and I go like Ghost, Cosmic Drive, and phase rush
But
because
don't you
I feel
think
like
these guys are all three of them one shot?
I think if I all in fight against their comp, I just get one shot by Victor and Brand and Gwen. I don't think I can just dive on them with Predator.
Okay.
That's why I went phase rush. I think I'm gonna have to go in and go out of fights.
Okay. So how is this different?
I was versus screen. I was top lane actually. I was autofill this game.
Okay.
So I think versus queen I just AFK farm, and when I get like one item I just one tap her with Predator.
Okay. So, but I feel like every game you have Predator, I could say this exact same argument. Here, you go in, and Rakan will charm you and you get one shot, or Riven will stun you, or Lee Sin will QRQ you and you're one shot. Tristana will place a bomb and you're one shot.
Yeah.
Like, it's a bit weird way to look at it, because, like, basically, like, your reasons to go phase rush and reasons to go electrocute and all of this is just because you're telling me you feel like this and this, and of course you will feel like this and this because you are like Vladimir main, right?
Yeah.
So you have all, like, when I mention a rune, you have all of these images in your head,
Yeah.
showing you these pictures in your head of this and this and this happening because of your runes, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, I have the same on all the champs that I played a lot of. Like, for example, Veigar. Like, when I'm thinking of going Predator, I have this image of me solo killing a guy level 5 because of electrocute. You know, I see this image in my head at minute 20 where I one-shot a guy with EWQ because of my electrocute.
Yes.
But then I go electrocute, and now I have the image of, oh, if I Predator, I can fucking reach his fucking Seraph.
Yeah, I
So-
understand.
So in the end, we need to think, how do I win the game? And you can't tell me that I can't go Predator that game because they one-shot me when I go in. But everyone can do that. The only way you get one-shot on Vladimir is if you fucked up the engage. No?
Mm,
Like, they have Brand, Jhin, Victor. How do they one-shot you? Brand stun, that's the only thing.
If I try to enter fight like Victor just laser and ult me and like I'm
So then you should never
already-
go Predator versus Victor then. Because you told me you wanted Predator versus Victor, but now you're telling me Victor will laser and ult you.
Yeah, but I can.
But that's not how it works, though.
But they don't have only Victor. I thought maybe I'll have to think. I don't know. I feel like they have like so much damage, like Brand and Victor and Gwen. I thought I couldn't just dive them. Not
But-
only Victor, but Gwen and Brand.
But you have 4 champs on your team too. What are they doing?
But
Because you're talking as if, right?
yes,
Like,
as if I'm 1v5.
yes, you're talking as if you're diving in, and Gwen is just hitting you, Brand is comboing you, Victor is lasering
Yeah.
you. You're just running in on them.
I'm just watching as thinking as if
Like-
I'm 1v5.
Yes, like how I'm picturing Predator Vladimir is they're sieging here, you're standing here, right? Gwen is like jumping in on some guy here, and some shit is happening here. And then these guys are here, Brand throws his fucking W and some shit. And then you come and you're killing them all.
Ghost ult, EW and
Yes.
Protobelt and just stays them.
Yes. And I don't see why the fuck I want face rush there. Like, even if I get one shot and die, I don't care because I killed 2 or 3 people. But what I don't see is if you have face rush, how the fuck do you enter this now?
Yeah, but I think I didn't see the game correctly. Like I didn't think about flanking them in this game, so I was just like, if I engage in front, I just get one shot, but I shouldn't. see the
Exactly.
fight
Like,
that.
when I look at these type of games, you should always Predator and flank. Nico, Graves, Vayne, Yumi, you're not running straight line at them. You're flanking them.
Yeah.
You're looking to engage on them. The only times you run straight line at these champs is if you're like having flash up,
Yeah.
you know? You should always want to flank those type of team comps. That's why I'm telling you, like, Predator is so fucking broken on Vladimir versus those team comps because it lets you do what you need to do in order to beat those champs. Like this type of game, why the fuck do you have face rush? Look, Zoe, Kindred, Karma, Jinx, Fresh. Right? Like,
Yeah.
you don't want to have to run straight line at them, because then Kindred will just run at you with Karma shields. Right? You have to stand on the side, Kindred jumps on the Lee Sin or whatever, and now you come behind all of them.
Yeah.
That's how the game works there. But then when you are versus like shit like this, Kassadin, Riven, you don't have to flank. You can just like sit back, kite with face rush and shit like that. Whatever, like I said, whatever is best for your lane. I think that's fine. You don't need Predator this game.
I like going phase rush or electrocutes.
Yeah, I mean, you don't, like I said, you don't need Predator here. Because you don't have to flank here. You know? Riven will go in at some point, Kassadin will go in at some point, Seri is kind of short range.
Yeah.
And so like, and also obviously Predator is bad for your lane. So I'm fine with whatever the fuck you wanna go here. This game too, like they have Kha'Zix, Urgot, Katarina. You don't need Predator here, so again, if you want a different keystone for the game or for your lane, I think that's fine. But every single game when you are turbo outranged, I think you should always go Predator on this champ, otherwise this champion is complete coin flip. Because you're literally hoping enemy just walks up to you when they don't have to. Right? Like...
Yes. I agree.
Vladimir's Vicky, like, we look at his fucking Q, right? Q, 600 range, okay. E, 600, okay?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, now I go and I search Jinx, okay?
Yeah, she has like 800 range on auto attacks, I think.
Yeah, so I go search Jinx. So base attack speed is, attack range is this, but then with her Q, okay, 200 extra, okay. So 725. So without rapid fire cannon, she's also new. And she's also faster than you because movement speed, right? Probably as an enchanter. So basically her effective range is around like 800.
Yeah.
Okay, then we look at Ezreal, right? Okay, let's go Ezreal. Okay, so let's go Mystic Shot. Oh, okay. Nice. Alright, yeah, you can go play with Face Rush, I think, no problem. Yeah, let's do Victor.
I think not having Predator versus Victor is really int.
Nah, but remember what you said. If you go Predator, he one-shots you before you get there. That's your words, that's what you said.
Yes,
He lasers and ults you, so you can't go Predator versus Victor.
I think I'm traumatized about this champion because I get counterpicked by Victor every game. So I think it's just like a one-trick mentality. Yes. And I'm just traumatized by the champion, so I don't want to go Predator. I have like a mental block.
Yes, but it's like what you're traumatized about, Face Rush doesn't even help. Because you need to actually proc your Face Rush to do anything then. And that's my whole issue, is that like you're in an elo now where people start to space properly, right?
Yeah, yes.
So you need to counter range, and there's a fucking OP keystone for that, which is Predator.
Yes, that's why like a lot of games still go Predator.
Yeah,
because I think this is like the best keystone overall on Vladimir. Yeah. I just take Phase Rush so many times because of ego. Like it's really because of ego, because I'm just like, yes, if I have Phase Rush and Ghost, I can like 1v5 them because I have 10-6 minutes, 6 items. Right?
I mean, like I said, this type of games, completely fine with you going Phase Rush.
Yes, like they have 4 millions.
Yes, I don't mind it at all. I just don't want to see fucking Phase Rush versus Victor fucking Jhin Brand, and then you're telling me it's because I'm gonna get one shot. Like, what the fuck does that mean? Right, like that's just not how the game works. Yes. So gonna just look quickly at your like minor runes, just make sure everything is fine, just making sure you have like CDR and shit.
CDR HP every game.
Yeah.
It's good too. I think Ghost Power is the most OP rune in the game on Vladimir.
I agree. It's fucking broken. Yeah, I mean everything here is fine. All of that is good.
Yes,
so
I think Gathering Storm and Transcendence are the two best runes on Vladimir also. Like this in team fight, it's so insane. And at 20 minutes with Ghost Bow and Gathering Storm, you have 54 AP.
Yeah, for sure. Okay,
like
so just small thing already, like with settings. Yes. Like I would not have name tags on here. It's just useless because you don't need this. It's pointless completely. Like. You don't want to sit and read people's names because that is seconds you're spending not thinking about the game.
Yeah, I used to have it disabled. I don't know why I put it back.
Yeah.
I used to not have it. Also, like names on HP bars, I don't have it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So for starting items, obviously Vex is really annoying. She has undodgeable trading pattern, which makes her really annoying. So you opt into D-Shield. So
Yes.
only question there is that, so for other champs I know, but I'm not sure on Vladimir what is more HP, Dark Seal triple potion or D-Shield 1 potion. Do you know?
Mm, uh, can you repeat, please? I didn't.
On Vladimir, like what is more HP? Doran Shield, Doran Shield 1 potion or Dark Seal 3 potions?
I think you get
Or
more sustain on-
Boots 4 potions?
I think the best is Dark Seal 3 potions.
Mhm.
Because you get AP and like.
Yeah, and
more
that will
sustain.
give more Q heal.
But how to say? I think since she has Ignite, I was like really scared of the first levels. So I really didn't want to get solo kills in like level 1 or 2 because she's running Time Warp Tonic, Corrupting Pot, and Ignite.
Of course. I mean, I want you to survive lane because her champ is dog shit outside of lane.
So I really wanted to survive like level 1, 2, 3, and really.
Yes, but how does Dark Seal make you die level 1, 2, 3?
It not make me die, but I think the most safe item in the first level is Doran Shield because of the HP pool and the region.
But we agree Vex can't, like, at level 1 to 2, she can't kill 600 HP to 0.
No, she can't, but she can, like, I think if I get hit by E and electrocute, I'm like mid HP almost.
Okay, so then you use 1 potion, now you have 0 potions at the Doran Shield, but you still have 2 potions at Dark Seal.
Yeah.
Right? That's why I'm asking, like, what's more sustain? Because I think Dark Seal triple potion should be more sustain.
And also it scales better.
Yes. So like you're saving
You're
gold.
right.
You're saving gold by doing it too.
Yes.
Like, the only thing that's nice with D-Shield is that you spend 50 gold on potion and then 150 on next. Whereas if you go Dark Seal, you spend 150 and then 150 again for refill. But you save gold still with the Dark Seal because you bought Dark Seal instead of D-Shield.
Yes.
So it's still better in cost efficiency. So it's more HP and more cost efficient. And you get AP, which again on Vladimir is great. But like I said, I haven't done the maths, but I'm pretty sure Dark Seal triple potion will be more HP. So I would go that. So there's a small thing here, like versus Vex in particular.
Yes.
If you're gonna take damage at some point, anyways, right?
Yes.
And you don't want to take damage when you're farming minions, because she's gonna fair and run you down, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you trade with her right now, she loses her fair.
Yes.
And she won't have fair when you farm minions. Okay? And you will start regenning your HP while you're waiting for the minions to get low, because you are, in this matchup, you're only gonna take damage when you're farming minions. Agree?
Yes.
So I would fight her now to make her lose her fair, and I will just regen while the minions are getting low anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Make sense?
Yes.
So I think you just walk up and you just fight. You probably can't hit her if she spaced properly, but she will lose her fair. Because right now you have so much HP regen, but it's just being wasted. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Didn't need to take that auto. So like here you're gonna get fair and turbo. Like she could like turbo you here really hard.
Yes.
Like this is really bad by her. And it's exactly what I mean. And this is why I wanted you to here just trade.
Only me on the wave.
Yes.
But I think if she I think she played bad because she get out-trade by the wave because I have D-Shield and Vladimir Q. So if she just auto me once, she's gonna lose the trade.
Of course, that's why I'm saying she should like kite with her potion upwards.
Yes.
But she's just bad.
She's trading really bad.
So like I think even here, if you're standing here now, it's also just good. You know?
Yes.
Because then she already starts pushing as well. So yeah, I would really try to bait her E out right now. These autos I wouldn't do. Like I said, I think here you're just taking damage for no reason. Like this is just bad. If you're gonna do anything, it should be again walking up, letting her EU.
Yes, but I autoed the minion because I really didn't wanna end up having to last it on the turret level 1 as Vladimir. This is really horrible.
Yes,
So
but that only happens if she autos the minis a lot too, so you can just wait and see what she does,
Yes.
right? If you see that she's spamming auto attacks, then I think you can do this.
I can mirror her and
Yes,
auto the wave.
but when she's just standing on the side, I wouldn't do this because then you just take damage for free.
Yes.
You can walk up here. Yeah, good. Good. Nice, this is really good. Like, she's used a potion already, so it's not bad.
Yes, she's getting hit by the wave also, that's why.
Yeah. So this is kind of what I mean with the Dark Seal. Like,
Yeah.
you have one potion now already used. See? How do you lay now?
I just ward the raptors and red Q them and I'm fine. Because she has no ignite anymore. And
I mean, yes, but how is this better than Dark Seal, is what I'm saying.
yeah,
Right? Because
you're right.
you would still have 2 potions right now.
Yes.
Like, Doran Shield is really good when you don't have any potions anymore. But with
Yes.
Dark Seal, you would still have 2 pots, so... Yeah.
I've never started triple pot in Dark Seal. I've never thought about it on Vladimir.
Yeah. I mean, it's more specific to Vlad because of, like, the AP, and you want Dark Seal every game anyways.
Yes.
So. Now we have the classic, your jungler gets invaded because he has Vladimir mid.
Yeah, I'm used to it.
It's so nice to have Vladimir on the team. Luckily for you, Vex is staying in lane. If she's good, she just roams here.
Yes, I think she's really hinting because like she wasted ignite and now I cannot die anymore because I have the run shield regen and Qs and I'm farming on the turret. Like I think I really hinted here, running on her.
Yeah. The main issue I'm seeing now is that you're getting so low, and when you're this low on Vladimir, it can get hard to heal up. Because
Yes.
they don't give you access to the wave as much anymore.
Yes.
So that's something you have to keep in mind with like all the damage you're taking.
Here, I saw Kha'Zix on the bot side and I wanted to bait a gank because I could just
Yes.
ghost and slow her.
Yeah, I mean, here it's fine, but here, you don't know that. You know?
Yes.
Like here, Kiana could go and fucking fight Kha'Zix at red buff, for all you know. You know? Like, I'm fine with you ghosting at her and stuff like that, I'm fighting. But here, when you're like running at her, you don't know what will happen yet in the game. You see? Like when you tank this full combo instead of just standing here, queuing, getting health back, right?
Yes. I think I'm not watching her stun under her HP bar about the
Yeah.
fear.
Yes.
The fear thing, I'm not watching it. That's why I just run straight at her and try to queue.
Yeah. So like I'd say like it's completely fine to like get low on land and like fight and all of that and bait gank.
Yes,
They should just like right now, let's say your teammates now actually lose the bot fight here. Then mid is really bad for you right now.
Yes.
So yeah, just heal instead, avoid taking damage here, just get back HP. Because like as long as you're always like this HP and more, you can always walk up and queue minions. But when you now end up getting like this low, it gets really, really scary. Because if he's a good player now, he doesn't really let you heal anymore. You know? Like she can kind of just like stand on the side here and just auto you for every minion you go for. Like this, no good player would let you queue this minion for free. You know?
Yeah, but she has no fear. Like I will just queue her and she will lose the trade.
But if she stands here, she can see what you will do. Right? If she sees you walk up, she will just click back and you lose the minion.
Yeah.
You know? Like at some point you have to queue to heal.
Yes.
Right? So like now, she will not let you farm this minion, for example. See? Like this, you will always take this damage. Right? And you dodged her spell there. So that's nice for you. She also took a turret shot, right? Which she didn't need to.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm saying that it's pretty greedy to damage her there instead of healing. Because so much things now happens that's outside of your control. Like, here she takes turret shot. She did not need to do that. Right?
Yes. But also I agree I shouldn't have auto-attacked her, so I wouldn't be in range of her W.
Sure. But that still goes back to not getting low. That's my point, right? I don't want you to get so low that you can't heal. This is obviously fine. So here just decide to leave, so this is fine. Wave is gonna slightly push into her on this wave, but you're not gonna lose enough for it to be bad. So, I mean, you have another choice, which is to make Kha'Zix spend 30 seconds, but it's not a good choice.
If I stay and he stay, like he lose time.
Yes, exactly. I mean,
Qiyana is gonna come and hold it.
What you're doing is good.
Yes.
I'm just saying that you do have a choice. It's just not good.
Yes. I rent this item because I'm really scared of the lane, and I think the only way I lose this game is dying to Vex. And I think if I don't die to Vex versus enemy comp, I cannot lose the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine.
They have no tanks, and I'm almost solo AP because Gragas is gonna go tank, so they won't stack magic resist.
Yeah, I mean, they even if you guys had a bit of AP, they can't really buy MR with their champs, so I think it's fine. Like I said, the Vex is really annoying because her trading pattern is pretty unavoidable.
Yes.
That's the main issue.
I did this because she's gonna have prior, and I don't want her to roam bot because my bot lane is always pushing.
Yeah, it's fine. Only thing I don't like is this ward, because you could just ward here, and now you would see her for more. You don't need to see her in the bush, because if you have the ward that I said, then you would see her leave the bush anyways.
Yes.
So only time I would ward here is if I can't walk down to ward here, or if I know this is pink warded.
Yes. I just use pull because she had passive, and I think if I get fear that she level up 6, I'm like solo HP and she can just...
I mean, she will never hit 6 here, but on next wave, yes. Your CSing is really poor.
Yes. I had...
Do you get stressed out when you're under turret?
It's the Vex matchup. Like in matchups when I get pressured early game, I'm really stressed. I really don't want to die to my laner, and I start having bad last hitting.
Yeah.
But like in 3 matchups, I just have 11 CS minutes because I'm like so confident that I'm not gonna die.
Yeah, but I just see so much things that you're like so lazy about. Like here, for example, instead of just like putting your E here, you know, you get so lazy that you think your Q will come up, and then you just lose his minion.
Yes.
And then we go here. On this minion here. You just get really lazy and just auto it.
Yes,
like too quickly.
I was really playing bad this game on the last hit.
Yes, but I don't think it's just this game. Right? It would be really weird that out of the 10,000 games you played in your life, that this is the only game. Right? I think if I was playing...
I'm not like playing perfectly every game, but I think this game was like really bad CSing game for me.
Okay, but I'm sure that if I go 1v1 you and I go play Lucian mid with Ignite PTA, you will have very low CS under turret too.
Yes.
So, like, I want you to try to pay more attention to the CS under turret, because, like, you're just losing so much CS just randomly, because it's not about being pressured.
Yes,
like,
it's really for no reason. I just
being pressured is like she's freezing on you and you're forced to give it, and that's fine to lose CS like that because she's playing good, but losing CS like this is just cringe. See? Like, you're just like trolling, right? Like here she comboed you, right? So now she has no spells. I want to see something here. E? Okay, yeah. Alright. So we're gonna go Vex Vicky.
Yes.
So she has no CDR right now. It's impossible for her to have CDR. Alright, so... Okay. We will... So here's the passive. Okay, good. Okay, so... Yeah, so around like here. Right?
Yes.
7. Okay. And E. Alright. Pretty long cooldown, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And now I'll just walk back.
Why can't you red Q? Why can't you red Q here?
I think it's...
She's playing Earth or what?
Yeah, I think it's one of my biggest issues, like what I'm doing right now. Like every game, it's not only this game. Every game, I'm not playing on the enemy mid laner cooldowns. Like if he
Yeah.
combos me, then I'm scared and I don't walk up until his next combo, and I perma get comboed every time. I think
Yes.
it's one of my biggest issues. I don't play on enemy cooldowns.
So do you think that's because you don't know his cooldowns? Or
But I think Vex is like a pretty new champ, so I really don't know her cooldowns at all.
okay.
But
Well,
like,
something you
she-
could
like,
something you could try to do is like you can so this is what we do in C9 when we're practicing matchups.
yes.
We basically just every champion has like a main ability, right?
Mhm.
So let's say Q and E, right? It's the main thing you're playing around.
Yes.
You can just do like this. And you can just put that in chat
Yes.
while you're playing.
Okay.
So that you see it in chat. You're reminded about the cooldown every time you enter lane, every time you're basing and stuff like that.
Okay.
You know? Like, and if you don't want to annoy your teammates about it, you can just message a friend when you're in game, the cooldown, for example, something like that.
Yes.
That's something you can do. That way you have it in game, you cannot forget it.
Mhm.
And if it's something you struggle to have as a habit, then it can be your goal to practice tracking enemy cooldowns, paying attention to spell CDs, no matter matchup, just to get into the habit of doing it so that it becomes easier and easier, and automatically you will start doing it. Because here to me, I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to trade my W, which is on cooldown, but if I get both of her spells, it's good, because then now I can play aggressive. Now I can just walk up right now. If she wants to ego on me, stand here, I will just Q her. Red Q.
Yes.
And I will win the trade. And I'll heal a lot. Right?
Yes.
And
I do like so many like little mistakes like that in like negative matchups because I'm really traumatized because I'm like one trick, so
Yes.
I'm playing like all the bad matchups every day. So
yes.
I'm really traumatized and I don't play off the.
But it's all
cooldowns.
in your head.
Yes, in
right?
the bad matchups.
So that
But,
what
like,
I'm saying is that I think if you're here from base right now, you're
Yes.
telling yourself, okay, let's just track her cooldowns. We understand that, okay, she's a combo champ, so she really relies on synergizing her spells together. Okay, her E is 13. Her Q right now is going to be like 7, because she's going to be 5.
Yes.
So then I can just like, okay, 13, 7. I can walk up. I can still walk up here if I wanted to, right? I'm not saying you should because you don't have anything, but you could.
Yes.
And right now she has Q up again, still no E. Now she will have E. So now she can full combo you again.
Yeah.
And you can just think like that. Right? While you're playing.
Yes.
See? There you go. E, Q. Okay, so 13. See? You can walk up here. You can Q. You can Q. Q, 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 Q. You see? You're not playing the game.
Yes.
Right? Because here you go to ward, but you could Q and then ward. Right? Because we need HP.
Yeah. But I wanted to ward as soon as possible because I didn't want to lose EXP from minions. But I
Sure,
should
but the
have,
wave is
like,
pushing
watched
to
the
you,
wave.
so yes, you should
have
look.
watched and pay
Yes.
attention to what's happening.
And now I can do the same thing, and I think you'd be able to do that if you from base thought about this.
Yes.
See? Then you would now walk up again, Q, and we would heal, and the matchup would be a lot easier.
Yes, you're right.
Because you're playing as if she's playing Earth. Eventually, she'll be playing Earth, because eventually her Q is fucking maxed, and she will have lost chapter, maybe even CDR boot some games, and yeah, of course, at that point, tracking cooldowns is not really a thing anymore. But that's like 12 minutes into the game, so.
Yeah.
Now, like I said, you just do really lazy things, like you tap
Yeah.
your E, clicking away. See, like you Q really quickly, right? And now you auto too fast. So. Because CS should be valuable to you. You shouldn't want to, like, lose this minion because you want to coin flip that your Q comes back up.
Yes.
Like, I'd be nervous about losing this because, so I'd just stand here and then just kill it normally.
Yeah.
But you seem to not care too much about the minion, so you're like, maybe I can get my Q.
Yeah. Like I said, like this game I really had like shit last hitting. Like
Yeah.
I don't usually like farm this bad every game.
Here you decide to build slow push, that's good.
Yeah, like if she roams, I don't want to start pushing because if then she comes back mid, I get
Yes, of
frozen,
course,
I
of
cannot play
course.
the game. That's why I never hard shove when they don't show on the side lane when they roam.
Yeah, of course. So only a small thing I would do here, which I think you can easily do. I don't like when you just hover your jungler side when you don't need to. Because you're just telling her Kha'Zix is bot side, but she might not know Kha'Zix is bot side. Of course, she knows it when he gets the dragon, but right now she doesn't really know, right? Like, see, she doesn't know. She can assume, yes, it's pretty safe to assume he's bot side, but they don't know for a fact.
Yeah.
Right? So, when you're here and you know Kiana's top, I would much rather have you, when it's possible for your 1v1, of course, to stand topside. Obviously, versus Ahri, you should not fucking stand here now because she will just charm you.
Yeah.
But when it's possible for your 1v1 and you're not suiciding to Kiana by doing it, you should stand here because it might signal to her that Kha'Zix is gonna come and retake, and it might even make Kiana hesitant about doing what she's doing. Like, I can't stress this enough, the amount of times where I'm playing jungle and I'm doing shit like this, and I see enemy mid start running like this, I'm forced to back off.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter if you don't want to roam or not. Like, you might in your head not want to leave, and that's fine, but they don't know that.
Yes.
But when you're just standing here, we know for a fact we can fucking stand here and you're not moving. Right?
Yes.
So, don't hug Kha'Zix side here, because you're safe. You see Kiana, you're fine in your only one. Hug top side. Act like Kha'Zix is here. Right? Act like you're about to fucking come and save Gragas.
Yes.
Because it will just help. Because it's too predictable what's going on here. Right? And another thing that might happen from you doing that, from you standing here and pushing her, she might actually run into the opposite side.
Yeah.
And then you guys can get a gank. Okay, what happens here? She combos and then you do this or what?
I think I try to pull her W.
Yeah.
And then I play super safe because I'm
you know
like,
you're no
I'm meaning that and I'm dead.
Yes, so this is just useless. Like, why did you want to damage her?
Yeah, I
Gold and EXP is the most important.
Yes, and Vladimir essentially.
In general, it's the most important. Because the only reason to ever kill her is again to get this. And to deny her this. This is the only thing that matters. Everything we're doing in this game is because of this. We're diving enemy bot lane because they lose this and we gain this.
Yes.
So, the only time you combo her here is if it's gonna kill her or make her so low that you get control of lane.
Yeah, like
this trade will never do that.
It was like really autopilot and like ego trade, like, oh, I'm gonna pull her W, lol, I'm Vladimir.
Yes.
And
then now you're like, oh shit, I have red Q, but I can't walk up.
Yes, it's really autopilot.
Yes.
I shouldn't do that.
So, like, instead, just value your HP, farm minions, chill, keep farming. She's eventually gonna run now. Like, your lane is in a pretty good spot now.
Yes.
Just Q the minions, farm. You can do this, it's not that bad, but you should never commit to your W like this. Because now you can't walk up anymore.
Yes. But I think if she's a good player, she just ult me as soon as I come back off the pool and I'm dead. Because she can just ignite and proc electrocute.
Yeah. Because now you can only get EXP, and that's even hard.
Yes.
So now we're just losing gold. And we're also losing HP because you can't heal. See? You've lost 60 gold already.
Yeah.
40 from that and 20 from the other one.
Yes.
And now she can just keep the freeze if she's good.
But like a lot of time when I get my wave is slow pushing to her and I cannot do anything, I just stand in my wave and like just hope she trades me because she's bad.
Of course. That's what you should do.
That's what I just did. Like I just ran in my wave and she just W killed me because she didn't think about that.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's what you should always do. But the issue is that even though she did that, you still lost 60 gold.
Yes.
To do nothing to her.
Yes.
And in a worst case where she's better, you might have lost 150 plus gold.
Yes. Like she would just freeze and not following me on the wave.
Now we just trade bases. It's good.
Here I go.
So I'm fine with you getting Magic Mantle, but I'm not sure how good Mercs is.
Yes, I thought the same. Like I think the 25 magic resist was good because versus her, but the Mercs, I don't think it was
Yes.
good. Like if I had AP, it would be more valuable.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
Like,
I only buy Mercs versus Vex and like Kiana ult, but I don't think
you are not getting Kiana ulted though.
Yes,
right?
I'm not gonna get Kiana ulted.
Yes.
And Tryndamere, his slow is not relevant because
Exactly.
Phase Rush like
it's
slows.
useless versus this. It's useless versus this. It's only good versus her.
It was really like, again, like I told you, I'm like so traumatized of champions that I just buy Mercs because I'm scared of Vex. Only of that, it's I should.
Yeah,
really...
but if you, like I said, if you have AP, you get HP and you get sustained, so you're tankier with AP.
Yes.
Because this doesn't change your MR. This is the same MR.
Yes, it's the same MR.
So like if it's Vex Fiddle, yeah, you're fucking smurfing buying this. If they have like Leona support, they have fucking Sejuani Vex, yeah, of course, go fucking Merc for it. But only Vex is useless.
Here is way better.
So Kiana's bot. I think that you should fist fight her here, just because of what's happening on the map.
Yes.
Like, your Kha'Zix doing Herald and your bot is getting ganked. So as soon as you see Kiana, you should just fight.
Okay.
Doesn't matter if you lose the trade or not. You should just not let her be able to use spells on your wave. You want her to be stuck in mid as long as possible here, to slow down her rotation to Kha'Zix and slow down her rotation to bot lane.
Okay.
And again, like I said with the hugging opposite side, you can only do this obviously if it's fine for you 1v1. I don't want you to fucking now get this low and then get dove.
Yes.
So obviously don't fucking do it versus Irelia of Blade of the Rune King and Ignite.
Yes.
Right? But here, when you're only gonna get chunked a little bit, you just fight her here.
Yes.
As soon as you see Kiana. Like here, you see your bot lane fighting right now, they just land a hook. Now you should just walk up on the side of your wave and want to fight her.
Okay.
Good. Good. This is really good. Doesn't matter if you lose the trade. This is really, really good. Did not need to get hit by that though, because we didn't need to Q that minion. This is similar to the auto attack you took level 1. It's the same like pattern and habit. Look,
yes.
Your entire goal now is to let her crash, because now you can't prevent anymore.
Yes, I just want to farm this wave.
Yes. But when you Q this minion for no reason, instead of standing here, right, just letting it crash, you could even like stand here and Q this. It will be easier to dodge, right? So.
Yes.
This was a bit greedy. I would start bombing my team with pings right now, both side. So the mistake here is that you are not pinging, and by the time you start pinging, it's so late.
But I think, like, I spam ping when they go in fog and we have no info, but like she's walking on a ping.
Doesn't matter. Why does it matter? Your bot lane right now is making the decision of whether they should push or base immediately or what they should be doing. So you should just ping them immediately, so they have more time.
And also an issue that I have is I really struggle with last hitting on the tower and pinging miss at the same time. I really struggle with that. It's a big issue I have.
Yes, but when we struggle, we have to do it more so we get used to it.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So yeah, like here, like just like spam the careful thing. You don't really wanna ping the missing.
Yes,
like
if I ping miss, they don't see anything.
Yes.
I need to spam them the danger ping on their face and on the jungle.
Yes, I would ping this, like what she's doing.
Yes, on the
and then
way.
I would like do one missing ping, or like press tab and ping Vex is alive.
Yes, ping Vex ultimate
Yes.
and stuff like that. But like I was like tunnel vision on the cannon minion. I really didn't want to miss it, so that's why.
Yeah, but even after the cannon, you are still not pinging. Look. There's no way you're thinking here, I'm gonna ping, and then you saw, oh, she's on pink, I'm not gonna ping.
Yeah.
I refuse to believe that you're thinking that.
But
so,
it's also when Thresh pinged miss on Vex, I'm like, okay, they saw her.
Yes,
because
now,
Thresh
yes, of course.
That's why.
Now, yes. Here, of course.
That's why. But if she kept walking and Thresh didn't ping, I will spam them.
Yes, but but you see the issue with that is then she's here instead of being pinged when she was like here.
Yes, and now she's in danger zone for my team.
Yes, because there will be a game where because they decided to push now, right? They're here pushing and now they're dead, right?
Yes.
But when you ping early, right? Like for example in competitive play, it would be said right now, Vex will come bot after this wave.
Yes.
Because that way these guys can already set up their wave and stuff, so that they're fine. Right? In solo queue that's hard to do obviously, but this is why we say it as much in advance as possible. Like I would say already here, like right now you can already start like pinging that she's coming. Because we know that if a fight happens bot, she will roam bot now. Right?
Yes.
It just will happen. So even if you're afraid of the cannon minion, you could still ping now that she's gonna come bot.
Yes.
Okay, she has no pots anymore. It's fucking nice. So I would be a bit careful of Kiana here. I mean, in a real game where they have like a Leona and stuff, they will also be coming mid right now. Because when your wave is like this and Soraka's missing, they will come mid and gank you.
That's what I was thinking about.
Yeah, thing is though, they have Soraka, so you're pretty safe this game. You see Soraka now, so it's only Kiana, but you have pretty good vision.
Yeah, that's why when I trade and I go back to bot side.
Yeah, exactly.
On the lane.
You're pretty aware here, so it's fine. Only issue is you're losing so much minions.
Yeah, I lasted so shit this game.
Like, you're losing this minion because you're trading and stuff.
Like, it's insane how bad my last hit were this game.
Good. I like your trades though. She is diveable soon.
Yes. Like, this is the wave, the lane is...
But I don't see... Look, again, this is similar to before. I don't... Like, doesn't matter that you're on cooldown. You shouldn't let her kill minions. Look,
yes. Like,
here?
she's almost woman, she's
Yes.
has no pots. She cannot play if I trade her.
Yes, so I don't understand why you're running here. You know?
Yeah.
Like, you should be just walking up in her face, casting E. See, like, what is this?
Yes. I'm letting her farm the way for free.
Yes, because now she always just bases. So yeah. Now your options are either to kill the minions and base or to freeze and base.
Yes, I like to freeze. But
Yes.
I think I even stayed in lane. I don't
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to base her. You don't need these melees alive though, so I would be queuing them just to start healing already. Because you need to trim this wave anyways. Like, this wave is way too fucking big. Like, you could already now kill all of these
Yes.
and it would still push to you. So,
Yes, I just realized that when I freeze, I'm not forced to let all the wave alive. I'm starting to do this in like recent games.
yeah.
But I used to like always let all the wave alive when I freeze, but I start to fin it.
Yeah, because now the issue is like, let's say Kiana comes, right? You will have to like pull all of this and then she will just crash it herself. And now you're so fucking low. Like, now Vex will come back and you're half HP. Right? Like, Vex is here now. You're half HP. For no fucking reason. Right? And doesn't matter what happens now. This is just bad. Because, like, doesn't matter now if she dies now to Kha'Zix gank. It's still bad that you're missing 500 HP. When you could just have 500 more HP doing the same thing. So yeah.
Yeah.
Just trim the wave. So that you don't have to tank so long. And it also makes it easier for her to crash the wave too. Because your minions are lower and she has more minions to push with her.
Yes. And also I'm not full HP, so she can just
Yes.
walk on the wave and shove it. Because I'm not a danger.
Yeah. Good.
Here she decided to move, so I don't
Yeah.
let the wave crash. And
Yeah.
I threaten to freeze her if she
This is good.
wants to move.
Just same thing as before. I would already start queuing and killing this. Because you don't need it. You only need these 3 here. In this zone.
Really?
Yep.
I thought I needed the cannon so her wave hard win. And she
Nope.
loses all the XP.
Nope, if she goes top, she loses all of this anyways.
Yes.
So my issue here is I would trade bases now. Because, like, the thing is, like, after you need to look ahead of time in League.
Yes.
And when you base, you leave the map in a very bad state. Okay? Because they don't have mid laner. There's no better time to base than now. Because they don't have a mid laner either right now. Because she's top.
Yes.
So if you freeze now and you don't base, then you're going to have to pick another time to base. But that
Yes.
will probably be a bad time. Because your
So,
team will
like,
need a mid.
I'm denying my recall timings, and I will never find a good recall timing.
Yes.
Then.
Yes. So, like, your argument, right, is that you're freezing to deny wave, but you could just push here, and then you still deny wave.
Yes.
So, like, what I would do is I would freeze, and now I would push and base.
Okay.
Because now I know that she lost the wave anyways. You see that? And then I just recall. I buy my whatever item I want, like Blasting Wand and Ruby Crystal or whatever. And then I'm chilling. Because this is really bad now.
Yes.
Because now you're just griefing. Like, this type of freeze now is just grief. Because you could come back to lane with Blasting Wand and Ruby Crystal. and you would be here on this wave anyways. You know?
Yes.
And you'd be fighting her. Instead, your teammates have a mid laner now with 2k gold eventually.
Yes, and like she's always roaming like all the time. And,
Yes.
and now I'm stuck.
Yes. Like, even if you one-shot this wave and base now, well, then your team is 4v5. But if you base when I said, they're not 4v5.
Yes. Here I see Gragas, and I think maybe we can kill her, but
Yeah,
nothing
but that has nothing to do with the freeze. Right?
Yes.
So like I said, you'd be like more AP and more HP here anyways.
Yes.
So yeah, now the game turns really AFK. And like I said, now you're recalling now, but it's so fucking bad to recall now. Your bot lane wants to take the
Yes.
turrets. It's 13-18 into the game. The plates are about to be gone. This is the last time for your teammates to get plates.
Yes. If I stay, I have like boots and one.
Yes.
in my
Yes, so
inventory
you
and-
feel forced to recall, and that's exactly why we have to here already right now, like, start thinking about my recall. You don't have to. You don't have to base yet, but it should be in the back of your mind. Like, I have a lot of gold. I have 40 AP in base. So you choose to freeze, which is fine, because the game is 4v4 right now. So if your
Yes.
teammates loses on side, that's their fault. That's fine. Now you can threaten freeze. Yep, this is good. But you need to realize I need to start basing.
Yeah.
And I can't keep this freeze for this next wave anyways. So as soon as you see she commits to roam, you just one-shot the wave.
Okay.
So like now you just fucking EW the wave, the entire wave fucking explodes, and you just base, and you will be back in lane on this wave that's spawning anyways, and the game will be the same, but you will have more items, and you will not feel forced to recall in situations like this, and instead you would now be hard pushing
Yes.
with extra items and running top.
I just saw my bot lane and I feel forced to stay.
Yes. Now we have exactly what I was talking about. 2k gold in fucking inventory, right? You see? People are roaming around and you're stuck 2k fucking gold.
Yeah, because like every time I have to stay perma.
Yes. And that is because you didn't take your free recall. So she wastes flash. That's fucking chill.
Yeah.
That's
I
nice.
have no idea why she flashed.
2.6k gold. Nice. It's world record.
And I really griefed. I was like, if I stay Kiana, it's just gonna come and kill me because I have like Mercs in my inventory and she's like on Mythic.
Yes. She's on Mythic and Dirk. And you're 2.6k gold.
And I stayed for this wave. I told myself I shouldn't stay for this wave, but I still went for it.
Yes.
But
And one thing, you should especially not stay for this wave because of the game state. Everyone on your team is winning. So
Yes.
this wave is not going to change anything.
yes.
In a game where you're losing and everyone is losing, you might want to flip it because every bit of gold helps. But
Yes.
when you're winning and on the winning team and you think you can die here, you just give the wave. It does not matter because the only way you're going to lose this game now is if you start dying, falling behind, and then enemy gets a really fed guy and he kills your fed guy and then the game is shit.
Yes. But I really shouldn't flip.
I mean, I think in losing games, flipping is fine. But in this game, it's pretty fucking bad to flip, yeah. Get the cannon. Get the cannon. Ha ha ha.
Here I was scared to come because I thought Kiana was at my wrist waiting to kill
Ult.
me on the
Yeah.
on the wall. So that's why I didn't take the cannon. I was like really looking at Kiana so I can pull her ultimate on the timing.
Yeah. I see.
And here I think they agree to give. Like they
This
just
is good though.
promoted us.
Your team killed Kiana and you decide to just go side. That's good.
After this, like the game, it was just a stomp. I just go on side and kill everyone, and they just griefed.
Why? Okay, so here you see Kiana, right? And you run away.
Yes.
But why do you leave the tribush?
Because why would I stay in the bush? That's
Because
why I told them-
if you see Kiana on this ward or on midwave, then you can just kill Vex.
Mm,
Because now you cannot reach Vex. Vex will always go for this wave. Look Vex wave position. It's slow pushing into you. She will always go for next wave.
yes,
So if you sit in the bush and you see Kiana here, you just run away, right?
yes.
But if you're in the bush and you see her here, then you just kill Vex,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yes.
That's why I say, like, don't leave the bush unless you have to. Because now you're just losing position. Like, now you don't want to go back into the bush. Because maybe Kiana's there, right?
yes.
That's why I'm saying just stand in the bush. Because you will see her, she won't see you.
Since
The only way it goes bad that you stay here is if she jumps here, loops around like a fucking maniac and goes like this.
But I didn't have info on if they had a ward here, so I was scared if Kiana would come.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. That's not true. Look, you do. How the fuck do they have ward there?
Yeah, like they didn't have.
Sweeper, blue trinket, sweeper. So this trinket. Has Jinx been there? Has Jinx been in Trebush? No.
No, I just didn't pay attention, I think.
Soraka has been there? Nope.
It's kind of obvious that they don't have vision if I pay attention.
Yeah, so, and we should be paying attention to that.
Yes.
And also, in my opinion, especially on Predator games, like this game with Face Rush, but
yes.
You should have Sweeper once your Ghost Pro is stacked on Predator.
Okay,
so you can flank.
I have Pro ward stacked, I go the blue trinket.
Yes, but you need to flank on Predator. And to flank, you need Sweeper.
Okay, I think about that.
Like on Face Rush, you're playing more side lane. I think blue trinket is fine. But on Predator, you are saying I'm flanking and engaging, so you should for sure have Sweeper.
But here, I told myself, yeah, I can kill her, but if I was in Tribush, I will kill her.
Yeah.
It was too late to...
Because she has no reason to walk up now. The only reason why she's here is for the wave.
Yes.
So that's why I'm saying holding the Tribush is like pretty important. But I understand you're scared of ward, because again, I don't want you to be in the mindset of killing her more than living. Your mindset this game should just be live and accept the win.
Yes, that's what I told myself.
Yes.
I just wanted to farm and
but
just
it's really bad that you think that that bush can be warded, because it's impossible.
Yes.
And understanding vision like that is important.
Yes,
because
I
you need to understand where could they have vision, because you are playing a champ that should flank, right, and surprise people.
Yes.
So, and also so you play Kassadin, right?
Yes.
And that's another champ that plays exactly the same, like flanking and playing side lane. So, where do you play Karthus?
I used to play a lot of Karthus mid. I love Karthus mid, but...
Nice, that's good.
But I play Karthus mid. I have a lot of jungle because I used to play mid jungle, now I play mid support. But I used to play Karthus mid because...
Me too, I still do. It's so nice.
And the bad thing is I play Karthus when I'm rage queuing, so I'm playing like 20 games of Karthus mid and I'm just flipping every time.
Okay. Yeah, you're like cringe Karthus.
I used to play tryhard Karthus last season and I had like 70% when I 60.
Nice, that's respectable. Karthus is cool champ.
Yes, I saw your video about damage over time and I build then more now.
Ludens is fucking insane. You just fucking one shot.
He does so much damage.
Okay, so Kiana's dead. Okay. So you don't see her mid now, so she could run straight up. Now you see her, so you continue, that's fine. I wouldn't continue here if I didn't see her.
Yes.
I'm just not a fan of your pathing, like how you're like running around. Like, after you take this wave, right? Like, why would you ever hit this turret? Overtaking Krugs. What does hitting the turret do? You will never take it, because there will always come a guy here, unless they're opening, right?
Yes.
And we're never ending the game through top here, right?
Yes.
So why not...
Pilot again. Like, yeah. I'm not thinking about this.
Because like I would always push and then roam to mid and dive them here, or go Krugs if I can't dive them. Because I can take this turret like whenever I want, and I don't see why I need to take it now compared to getting Krugs and then taking it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because now you can't take Krugs, because then Tryndamere will come fight you.
Yes, you could just kill me because I'm flashless.
Because like now you're rotating to this, but it's like, why didn't we just here push and dive? Right? Because like now, like here, they're here, so just dive. But I mean, dive mid. I mean.
Yes, and also Kayana is dead, so they can't stay on the turret.
Because there's always gonna come a guy here, so you only hit the turret now if you like beat this guy really hard or something. Then it's fine. But if he's just gonna come and clear it and you can't like stop him, then you might as well do Krugs or dive somewhere. Yes. Or recall. But in this game, in this case, this map state, this gold, you don't really want to base. So
here, I think she was like.
Yeah, but I think this is really useless. I would not do this. I would go back to top here. Like
I feel
think,
like she's just griefing.
but
and
it
I
doesn't
want
matter. Well, look, do you think running this and killing her is more impactful than like you pushing out top lane? Like,
I think we will get more gold if I go top because Kha'Zix will kill Vex anyway.
yeah, but it doesn't matter if she dies. That's what I mean. Like, she's completely
Yes.
useless. Like, all I'm saying now is you could push top. You see? Like, look.
And I'll also get more gold on the tier
Yes.
2 tower than on Vex.
Well, you can't get a tier 2 turret because your team commits to this. But what I'm saying is that you could push out top lane, get a free recall by the same time you've done this, and now enemy team has to respond to top waves.
Yes.
Whereas now, if Tryndamere was a good player, right? He just stands top now, rage
Yes.
pushes top, he gets this bounty and this and this and this. Because you did what you did.
Yes.
That's what will happen, by the way, if he's good. Right now he sees, where's your midwave? So then he sees your midwave is too far away. He runs top right now. And then what happens is now he's one-shotting your wave. Now he's hitting top turret. Probably now top turret is dead. And randomly Tryndamere, just like that, got like 800 plus gold. And you got a kill on Vex. Which is irrelevant because, as you guys can see, we are basing anyways. And now Gragas has to TP to top lane. Because of you. This is your fault that he has to TP. Because Gragas realizes now how much gold Tryndamere will get if he didn't TP. So, like, I would chase Vex if it's useful to kill her. You know, like, let's say we get something after killing her, or if she has some shutdown, or she's important or something, but running across the map here to chase her down like this is so useless to me.
Yeah. I should think ahead of time. Like, I saw Vex and I'm like, oh, she's dead. I should run to her. I'm gonna kill her.
Yeah.
I should just think about
I think you could even get insane tempo here. You could just base, sell this, buy needlessly large rod, and run top.
Yes.
To me, that's much better than killing Vex.
Here I just go mid-J because I think in this game I'm not gonna die anytime in the game.
Yeah, but you're also in their base, so I wouldn't. I would just buy whatever spike is best for the last fight. I think when enemies in their base buying Mages is really bad. Because, let's, like here, right? If you win this fight hard, the game's over, right? So then your stacks don't matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, Mages is fucking good on Vlad. Like, he's one of the best. Yeah, look, by the way, Jinx is balanced, or what? Look at this.
But I think I went for one last Q on her. This is really grief. I'm never gonna kill her, and I'm going to Q on her when she has Kraken and Lethal Tempo.
Look at this.
Too.
It's chill. Really... Chill, no?
Yeah, but if I didn't kill her, that wouldn't happen.
Yes, but imagine playing Veigar versus Jinx, and there is a cage here, and she auto-attacks from here.
Yes.
How useless is Veigar?
You have told Melta Ninja Anathemas on Veigar.
Well, that is true, but that's 40 minutes in game.
Yes.
So then she has LDR and she one-shots me anyways. GG.
Here I go Cosmic and I have a Resolve rune because I feel like they have so much damage and I'm really scared to die, so I don't want to go dev cap.
Yeah, I think it's fine. You're so ahead that you don't really need damage.
Here it's even the Fire Soul. I just want to play the Drakes and just win the game. This is my game plan. I just want to take waves and then take Drakes and then.
I don't know why you keep opening bot. Like, it seems so weird to me to keep opening versus this Tryndamere. It's like so dangerous to do. Like, this Tryndamere can so easily become a win condition.
Yeah.
Like, your entire bot side camps is up, right?
Yes.
And you're just letting him take it. Like, you can just take Krugs and Raptors there.
But here, all my team is dead. I think if I don't take the mid wave, Jinx just run and take the bounty.
No, look. Here. You can just, right now, right? You can go take Raptors, right? And then you can take mid wave instead of running like this. This is over already.
Yeah.
Right? Right here. Kha'Zix is dead and your entire team is dead right now.
But this was like so close. I think if Vex don't hit ult on the lantern, I think I come and just ace them.
Okay, what about now?
But she hit ult on the pixel lantern. Like, it was so close. And if I come with ultimate and Magi, I just ice them.
I mean, sure, I think you should keep chasing if Vexil doesn't hit, but we saw pretty early it was hitting and then you still kept chasing.
Yeah.
I'm also not sure how good Gragas is doing versus Tryndamere inside, and that's something you should be thinking about, is like, should you go versus him? Because if Gragas doesn't win at this point, then that gets really scary.
I just destroyed Tryndamere at this point on
Yeah, of course, I mean, you just run away.
running at me and you one-shot him.
Yeah, I mean, even if he ults you, he still dies. That's why I'm thinking, like, maybe you should just go versus him. Because what I'm scared is that I feel like if I'm Tryndamere at this point versus full tank Gragas, I can just ignore the Gragas. You know? And what gets awkward then is that, let's say Tryndamere splits, and you see it starts hitting turret, and you're starting to base, and now it's like really cringe, right? Because now you and Gragas are both in base. So when I see Tryndamere start side laning, like here, I want you to just be thinking like, should I or Gragas go versus him? Because it's really bad to be the winning team and then enemy starts winning side lane. Because then you're all like running like this, back and forth and everywhere. Right? And you never get to end. That's why I want you here to just match him. Because I think it's better. I don't know if it's better because you're not pressing tabs. I don't know. I'm just judging by the fact that Gragas is level 14. With all of you being like 15, 16. And I know how good Vladimir is versus Tryndamere later, so play both champs, so especially when Vlad has face rush, it's really hard for Tryndamere.
I used to play a lot of Tryndamere, so I really know the...
Yeah. Here you wish you had Predator. Here you really wish you had Predator. It's fine. Ghost is broken.
Yeah, I had Ghost reset from top lane, and I still have Ghost when I'm...
Yeah.
But like this game looks like a stomp to me, like to someone who didn't watch the replay. But I feel like I played so shit the entire game, and that's why
quite a lucky game, especially when you were hard stuck on mid for like 3 minutes with 1.5k gold.
I played so shit this game, but it looked like a stomp because like people just run at you and suicide on Vladimir.
But yeah, I'd say like main things like obviously you lose a lot of CS randomly. Do you have any friends that are high elo? Or somebody you know?
I think, I have. Do you know Splinter, the Kenyan one trick?
Yes, I know.
I have this friend.
Because I think something that could help you, because like I said, you get really like stressed when you're in like shit matchups under your turret.
Yes.
It could help you if you on purpose in like 1v1s play versus some shit that will just push you and like bomb you under turret. Because it would make you more comfortable farming in a turret. You know?
Yes.
Like 1v1ing somebody playing like Syndra, Lucian, even fucking Ken in mid. Just pushing and fucking, you know, hitting you and bullying you perma just so that you can get used to it. Because it just has to be like repeated and practiced, you know?
Yes.
And then like I said, like you have good ideas, like freezing and stuff like that, and I'm completely fine with freezing. I think freezing is really good. But while you're freezing, you have a lot of time to think about the game because it doesn't require a lot of thinking to actually freeze, right?
Yes.
So I'm just trying to think like how will the map develop, what's going to happen, and then you should realize that, okay, shit, if I keep freezing and playing like this, I'll have 2k gold and I'll have to base when my team is doing something. So when you see that she already lost the wave anyways, then just push and base.
Yes.
Because like the only thing that's bad with that is that you're breaking your freeze so she can farm the next wave, but she can farm the next wave anyways. It's not like you freezing stops her from farming. You're not going to one-shot her on one wave, right? Because like when we're freezing, we have like defensive freezes, and then we have like aggressive freezes, right? And aggro freezes is like your level 6 Fizz with Ignite Electrocute, and the guy walks up, you kill him in one shot. But Vlad freeze is like, it's in between of this.
Defensive.
Yes. It's like both, kinda, right?
Yes.
So when you're freezing, you gotta ask yourself like, am I gonna one-shot her when she walks up to push the wave? If yes, okay, well then it's a fucking really good aggressive freeze. But if it's more like I'm gonna poke her and then she's gonna AoE one-shot the wave and leave, then it's not really a freeze, right?
Yes.
So you don't have the issue of if I break my freeze, I can't deny the next wave because you couldn't deny the next wave anyways, right? Because like we saw, if I can find when you were freezing. So here, right? Now she's scared because of Kha'Zix.
Yes.
As we can see, she's kind of killing the wave, and you can't stop her anyways.
Yes.
So your freeze is more so that you can farm safely, and you have a little bit of pressure on her. Like, if she was here in lane, she would get this wave. Agree? She would maybe lose some HP, but she's not gonna die.
Yes. Like, I'm just threatening her. Like, there's no really...
So that's why I'm saying that,
moments.
like, if you were to push on base here, we don't have the issue of she gets the next wave because I broke my freeze. She's getting that anyway, so I'm just getting a base for free. Because for some champs, it would feel bad to break this freeze. Because you would actually kill her on this wave if she tries to break the freeze herself. But with your champ, with the items you have, with the runes and summoner spells you have, versus her champ with the items she has, you cannot 100 to 0 anyways. So when this kind of situation happens, where you see that, okay, she commits a roam, you have this much gold, you use this as your base timer, she loses this wave anyways, it's completely fine. Much, much better for the game. Then we avoid this, and this was a huge mistake of the game.
Yes.
Because you're just so much weaker. So yeah, and obviously there's more, but that's why I recorded this for you. Do you have any questions?
I don't know. I feel like I'm not like really bad at the game, but my biggest issue, I think, it's like as you can see, my match history is like 10 wins, 10 loss, 10 wins, 10 loss, and when I start losing one game, I just have shit mental, just queue up, perma queue up, and then just open every games. And
I see that.
It's really hard to fix that. And when I'm in the good mood, I go 8-0, 7-0, 10-0, 10 CS minutes, just perma, and just smurf on every games. But then
that's very normal to have as well with the champion you have.
Yes, it's really easy to have 10 CS minutes and one delay.
Yes, but so then the issue with that is like, okay, so what upsets you? Like, what tilts you?
It's like when I have like open games and I feel like I'm 0-0-0, 10 CS minutes at 10 minutes, and then we just open because everyone is losing.
Yes, but that's the issue of playing Vladimir Kassadin, right?
Yes.
But the solution to that isn't that, okay, now I'm gonna go main Rammus mid and roam. Because then you play versus Kayle, and now you got outscaled, and now you go back to playing Kayle, but then it's open game.
Yeah.
So you have to deal with it, and you just need to understand that is the counterplay that enemy team has versus your champs, right? Like, if the game isn't an open game, well, then it's really hard to play versus Kassadin and Vladimir, right?
Yes.
So you should go into the game with the expectations that, like, yeah, it could happen, right? And it's okay. And in the end, there's nothing you can really do about it, so making it affect you that much is just bad. It's just part of the game. It's how it works. They want to shut down your team. They will play like fucking apes to try to end the game early, because otherwise they will lose to Vladimir.
Yes.
So you don't want to like be like, oh, the game was shit stomped early. That's my bad. I'm now gonna go play Airy Ignite Vladimir and play for early game, right? Because that's something that can happen to One Tricks when they play like scaling champs and they have like 2 games in a row where it's like open. They get really delusional and they're like, oh, I need to play for early game. It's early game meta now, randomly from Tuesday to Wednesday. It's now completely changed meta now. You know?
Yeah, I think Airy is really shit rune on Vladimir. Like, I just go for this rune when I'm tilted.
Yes, like,
as you can see, I never win with this rune. I just lose every game. I just pick this when I'm tilted.
Airy domination, taste of blood 07. Look, you're winning lane now, dude. You're lane. Yeah, here, see now? Ignite Kassadin is early game.
Yeah, I think, but Kassadin is, I'm not tilted, but I think this season, Kassadin is really shit after all the nerf he got. And
I agree, but he should not go Ignite.
And the nerf on the tier item. So I think just the best thing to do is just go Electrocute Luden and just...
I agree. I agree on that.
But Ignite was just
ego. I'm saying Ignite is troll.
Yeah, Ignite
I completely agree. You should go Electrocute and one-shot. I agree on that.
It's not...
But yeah, like, and when you do get upset, like, you can go on a smurf or just do something IRL that untilts you, like...
Yeah, but that's my biggest issue. Like, I start getting tilted, I just queue up.
Yeah, but then you don't have the... then you don't have the right goals and the right... like, things you want to achieve, because... if, like, let's say your achievement is, like, what you want to achieve is, like, let's say rank 1, right? Or being the best player. You're not going to become the best player if you're going to int away your LP because you're mad.
Yes. That's why every time I'm like, oh shit, I just lost 10 games in a row. what the fuck am I doing? And then I just try hard again and just win 10 games in a row.
Yeah,
because
but then
I
those,
wanna be-
those 10 wins don't matter if you're then after those 10 wins gonna go do the same again.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to work on. And
So you just need to, like, when you're frustrated, you need to tell yourself, yeah, I'm frustrated, but I want to do this and this, right? I want to be the best.
yes, I have to let go.
And so then I have to just let go of my ego and accept that this is gonna happen.
Yes,
You signed up for it when you're playing Vladimir Kassadin. When you locked in Vladimir, like I said, the Kha'Zix's getting fisted by Kiana, and he can't get helped because he has fucking Vladimir mid. Right?
Yeah.
The Kha'Zix is probably also fucking angry, right? Because he has like fucking Vladimir, right? If I'm Kha'Zix and I'm getting invaded, I would much rather have like Lucian mid or Zoe something pushing. So like
Yes.
they're also angry every game they have Vladimir.
Yeah, that's why a lot of game I just mute all. Because an enemy me just roam and they type mid diff and I just
Yes.
go boom if they type that.
Yes. But you just have to accept it.
Yes.
Because the only things that should really upset you is that, like, you fucking up and stuff. But that can be, like, good thing to be tilted about, because then you want to get better.
Yes.
But you don't want to get upset about things you can't control. It's just waste of time and waste of energy. So, yeah.
I was gonna say also, I think Electrocute is really, really shit on Vladimir, and you should not play this keystone, but every time I just go this, I just go 20 kills and just 1v9 because people in solo queue just go on you. They don't respect you. Like, so many people just die on you randomly. And
Well,
I think, it's
I
so broken
think
versus
it
Cubes.
can be good versus, like, Yone, Irelia.
Yeah, but like every time I go Electrocute, I go 15-0 and I feel like people just don't respect you. I think this rune is like so broken.
I mean, I played Vladimir in like D1 the other day, and that was versus Zoe. I had Electrocute. I didn't proc it a single time.
Yeah.
So like, I think like here, like versus Irelia and stuff like that, you can go runes like this if it's gonna help you lane.
I just killed her like level 5 and 4, and like she just went boom and just entered the game because
Yeah.
she died so.
But she's a melee champ that has to win early versus you.
Yeah.
So you having this makes sense,
Yes.
you know.
Yes.
But that's what I'm saying. Like Predator is the best, but if you can't lane with Predator because you need a stronger rune, then that's fine. Then you have to change your rune.
Yes.
But you should try to go Predator every time it's good.
Yes. That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes I've played Vladimir since like so many years, and I'm just so used to phase rush and the feeling of phase rush that sometimes I have difficulties to switch to Predator, even though I'm trying to play this more and more.
Yeah, I mean, sure. But if you go play 20 games of Phase Rush in a row, you will eventually play versus a team that plays with range properly, and then you will really regret it.
I will play versus Zeri, Yumi, and Victor, and I will
Yes.
not use a single spell in the entire game.
Yeah, exactly. Then you will have 8k damage dealt at 30 minutes, and then you will be like, oh shit, Veigar was right. Predator is a bit OP. Like, there's a reason why they nerfed Predator.
Yeah, before the nerf, I used to go Predator every single game. It was
Yeah, but it's
so
still good,
broken.
dude. It's not bad because of the nerf.
Yeah,
Like-
even after the nerf, I think it's really good.
Yes.
But it was just illegal before the nerfs.
Yeah, of course. Okay. So I'll
And,
stop the recording here, and